friends! Welcome back to the Project Return online classroom. I'm Miss Celia, and today I wanted to do a poetry video. This poet comes at the request of one of the very special members here at Project Return, so if that's you and you requested this poet, this video is for you. Today we are talking about the poet William Blake. William Blake was an English poet, painter, and printmaker. He was born in 1757 and passed away in 1827. And this time, between 1800 and 1890, this was referred to in literature and the arts as the Romantic Age. The Romantic Age focused on emotion and individualism in connection to nature. It embodied strong imagery in visuals, music, arts, and literature, and focused on feeling. During this time, a lot of artists, poets, painters basically embodied the idea that the artist's feeling is law, and therefore their work should express their emotions and how they're feeling at the time. A lot of works at this time, including William Blake's poetry, did reflect this. William Blake lived in London his entire life, and at the time was believed to be crazy because his work was so expressive and vivid and had so much imagination, and there was a lot of creativity, and that can be really intimidating for some people. So they thought he was a little bit cuckoo. But he ultimately, his fundamentals were that he was a Christian. He embodied those Christian beliefs and his political beliefs at the time into a lot of his work. He embodied an attitude of rebellion. He was very against organized religion, organized government. He was very against the abuse of class power, which means that he was very against the idea that the rich held more power than the poor in a society. He believed that wars were senseless and violence was unnecessary, and he opposed slavery and championed a movement which at the time he referred to as free love. He was against the organization of religion but still stayed firm in his Christian beliefs. Many of his works contained themes of Christianity, God, and the Bible, even in his paintings and his poetry. And he also had themes of political rebellion and disagreement with organized government during this time as well. Because of his rebellious nature and rebellious attitude, his work wasn't really fully appreciated until after he passed away. In the 20th century, his work began to influence a wide range of artists, painters, and poets with his rebellious attitude, but still incorporating fundamental Christian beliefs into his work. His first work, and the work that I'm going to pull from for our reading and rap for today, his first work is called Songs of Innocence and Experience. It was released and published in 1784, and he published it and printed it himself and released it himself, which is very impressive. He added 5 additional poems, which would be released in the second edition of the work in 1789. What's interesting about this work that I haven't really seen before is that he divided Songs of Innocence and Experience into 2 different sections. The first section is Songs of Innocence. In Songs of Innocence, it's a collection of 19 poems, and all of the poetry in this book was adorned with his beautiful artwork and painting. And Songs of Innocence, this section had themes of innocence and harmony, often detailing innocent characters or events or unknowing or just blissful happiness or ignorant happiness. While Songs of Experience, the second portion of this work, was 26 poems, and it detailed more complex and mature adult themes. So the juxtaposition or the comparison between these 2 sections is very interesting, and it's basically very intentional. It's almost like he wants to describe our transition from innocence and happiness as a child to maturity as we grow later on in our life. So I have 2 poems that I want to pull from today, one from Songs of Innocence and one from Songs of Experience. And as we go ahead and read through those, I challenge you to try to notice some of the themes in each one and how they can differ. The first one we are going to be reading is called The Lamb, and it comes from Songs of Innocence. And then the second poem we are going to be reading today is called The Tiger, and the tiger comes from Songs of Experience. Without further ado, let's get started with the rap portion.
This is The Lamb by William Blake. Little lamb, who made thee? Dost thou know who made thee? Gave thee life and bid thee fed by the stream or the mead? Give thee clothing of delight, softest clothing woolly bright, gave thee such a tender voice, making all the vales rejoice. Little lamb, who made thee? Dost thou know who made thee? Little lamb, I'll tell thee. Little lamb, I'll tell thee. He is called by thy name, for he calls himself a lamb. He is meek and he is mild. He became a little child. I a child and thou a lamb. We are called by his name. Little lamb, God bless thee. Little lamb, God bless thee. This one is The Tiger by William Blake. Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forests of the night, what immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry? In what distant deeps or skies burnt the fire of thine eyes? On what wings dare he aspire? What the hand dare seize the fire? And what shoulder and what art could twist the snooze of thy heart? And when thy heart began to beat, what dread hand and what dread feet? What the hammer, what the chain? In the what furnace was thy brain? What the anvil, what dread grasp dare its deadly terrors clasp? When the stars drew down their spears and watered heavens with their fears, did he smile his work to see? Did he who made the lamb make thee? Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forests of the night, what immortal hand or eye dare frame thy fearful symmetry? This has been William Blake reading and rap. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.